guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. And today it is time for another Whispered Facts video. And today's video is all about time. So lay back, relax, and let yourself drift away as I jump right into the facts frenzy on the subject of time. Einstein's theory of relativity states that the closer one is to the Earth, the slower time goes. A year goes by 15 microseconds faster at the top of Mount Everest than it does at sea level. According to Einstein, the distinction between past and present and future is only an illusion, however persistent. This is because space and time are fluid and are affected by gravity and speed. The strontium atomic clock is the most accurate clock ever built. It's accurate to within a second over 15 billion years. A galaxy called Z8 GND 5296 is the oldest object in the known universe. It's estimated to be 13.1 billion years old, which is about 700 million years younger than the universe itself. By the time you turn 70, your heart will have beat 2.5 billion times. On average, the heart pumps 377 liters of blood around your body every 60 seconds and beats more than 100,000 times per day. Despite what we've been taught, a day isn't a full 24 hours. It actually takes 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.2 seconds for the Earth to rotate once. It takes 24 hours from sunrise to sunrise because each day the Earth moves further in its orbit around the Sun, lengthening the day. A 4.4 billion year old crystal, a zircon, is the oldest known object on Earth. It was found in Jack Hills in Western Australia and is only 160 million years younger than Earth. Until the 19th century, towns would set their clock by the local noon, which would put a train in Bristol 11 minutes behind London. As a result, people kept missing their trains, and beginning with the Great Western Railway in 1840, railway companies began using standard London-based UK time, making train timetables easier to run. It takes time for light to reach us, and as a result, everything we see is in the past. When you see the sun out your window, the light is already 8 minutes and 20 seconds old. The light from Earth's nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 4 years old. On the planet Mercury, a single day is 2 Earth years long. Researchers agree that we get more pleasure from overestimating time than underestimating. If a task estimated to take an hour is completed in 15 minutes, a person will regard the experience more pleasurably than the reverse. This is why people become agitated when someone is late and why theme parks overestimate projected wait times for rides. According to a psychological study, the old adage, "time flies when you're having fun," isn't quite true. In fact, it's just the opposite. When people were listening to music they enjoyed, time seemed to pass more slowly. This could be because people pay more attention to things they like, which slows their perception of time. It appears that distant galaxies are moving faster than nearby ones, which suggests that the universe is accelerating as it expands. One physicist has suggested that the reason distant galaxies appear to move faster is because in the past, time was faster. If he's correct, this means that in a few billion years, time will be frozen. The Earth's rotation is slowing, making the 24-hour day slightly off. In order to compensate for the lengthening days, the International Earth Rotation Service periodically adds a second to the clock to keep things regular. This extra second is called a leap second, and the most recent one took place on December 31st, 2016. There are 31,556,926 seconds in a year. Although scientists know that the universe began with the Big Bang approximately 15 billion years ago, they have no estimation for when the universe will end. According to the 17th century Archbishop of Armagh, James Ussher, the Earth was created on Saturday, October 22nd, 4004 BC. Ussher came to the conclusion by adding up the family histories mentioned in the Bible. The Julian Calendar, which was the calendar proposed by Julius Caesar, was based on the Earth's rotations around the Sun. Caesar also introduced 2 new months to the calendar, July, which was named after him, and August, after his successor, Augustus. The Sun is estimated to be around 5 billion years old. Earth is slightly younger than that, at around 4,540,000,000 years old. In the Roman calendar, winter was not assigned to any month. This made the entire year 304 days long, with 61 days unaccounted for in the winter. In 1930, Joseph Stalin abolished weekends in Soviet Russia to improve productivity. In 1931, the calendar went to a 6-day week and then back to a 7-day week in 1941. The bowhead whale, also known as the Arctic whale, is one of the longest living mammals on Earth. The oldest known bowhead whale is at least 211 years old, and there are whales swimming around with the tips of 200-year-old ivory spears still lodged in their flesh. A hummingbird's heart beats as fast as 1,260 beats per minute. On cold nights, their heartbeat slows down to 50 to 180 beats per minute when they experience a hibernation-like state. The original Roman calendar is believed to have been invented by Romulus, the first king of Rome, around 753 BCE, and was based on phases of the moon. The calendar began in March and only had 10 months. 6 of those months had 30 days, and 4 months had 31 days. Greenwich Meridian Time is the uniform starting point for every time zone in the world. A normal February has 28 days and a leap year 29, but a few times in history, February 30th has been a real day. The first was in 1700 when Sweden planned to switch from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. The second was also in Sweden in 1712 when Sweden restored the Julian calendar and added 2 leap days to the year. In 2011, a Population Reference Bureau estimated that 250 babies are born around the world every minute. That adds up to about 4 births for every second of every day. The number of births per minute is approximately half the number of deaths in the same time frame. 105 people die per hour, about 2 people per second. Lightning hits the Earth at a rate of 6,000 strikes per minute, or 100 strikes per second. Luckily, the odds of being struck by lightning are pretty low. McDonald's sells approximately 375 hamburgers every 5 seconds. A new experience will always seem to stay longer in your memory than older ones. This is called the Oddball Effect, and it is the reason that time seems to speed up as you get older. On average, a human being blinks 25,000 times a day. In 1836, a businessman named John Belville began to sell time. He set his pocket watch every morning at the Greenwich Observatory where he worked, and he would sell precise time to clients in the city. The business continued with his widow Maria until 1940. In the Julian calendar, a year was 365.25 days, which was 10.75 minutes too long, and put time 10 days out of sync by 1582. To correct the error, Pope Gregory XIII decreed that 10 days be eliminated and the Gregorian calendar was introduced. Counting the seconds between a lightning flash and the sound of thunder can tell you how far away the lightning strike actually is. A delay of 3 seconds means that the lightning strike is 0.6 miles away. Dating back to 16th century BC Babylon, water clocks used the steady flow of water to track time. A large bowl or container was filled with water and would slowly drain through a spout in the bottom. The inside of the bowl was marked with times, and you could tell time based on the water level in the bowl. Unfortunately, there was a fatal flaw to this design. As the bowl emptied, water would flow more slowly until it barely trickled and no longer kept accurate time. If a person sleeps for an average of 8 hours per night, they will spend approximately 229,961 hours sleeping in their lifetime, which amounts to about 1/3 of their lives. The longest board game marathon on record is 80 hours, achieved by 4 friends in the Netherlands between January 3rd and 6th, 2017. The first modern clock was created by Peter Hendley around 1511. The faster you move, the slower time goes. According to the laws of physics, you will actually age more slowly if you travel extremely fast. If you were to fly at 99% of the speed of light into the star Sirius, you would have aged less than 2.5 years on arrival, but the people on Earth would have aged more than 17 years. In the time of the dinosaurs, dinosaurs, a year was 370 days. Over time, the moon's gravity has acted as a drag, lengthening a day by 1.7 milliseconds per century, causing the Earth to spin slower and the days to become longer. The number of hours during which people work really does vary from country to country. On balance, Mexico has the longest working days, while some nations, such as Sweden, only demand people work for up to 6 hours each day. Well guys, that is it for this Whispered Facts video on time. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, consider subscribing, and click the notification bell so you'll get notified whenever my videos go live on the channel. And as always, rest easy, sleep well, and I hope to see you again very soon for another video.